Hey there and welcome to Outward's Definitive Edition. We are playing one of the, most unique medieval games of a modern time though. I have to say, right, it reminds me of old school games like Morrowind, but with a sprinkle of Dark Souls in between. And I highly recommend playing the game. There are a lot of tricks to make it a little bit easier though. But if you are going in blind, this game will totally destroy you. I have around 100 hours in this game, not too much though, and that is from years ago, so I'm very rusty. And if anybody has a tip for new players though, write them down. Maybe even I will learn something from it, right? So new game, off we go, one player. So yeah, this is going to be the way how we're going to look, right? Not the best looking gentleman in town, but it's good that we have to leave town though rather soon, right? Great, let's go, let's go. All my life I've lived within the safety of Cierzo, spared the brutality of the world outside. But life in our way is never that easy, for all the safety that my tribe provides. Our laws are harsh, we are judged not as individuals but as bloodlines. The failures of my bloodline weighed heavy on me. My grandmother brought ruin to her tribe long ago, bringing a heavy blood price upon my family. We have paid the debts caused by her actions ever since. I joined an expedition across the sea with my old friend Yzan, hoping the money made there would be enough to clear my debts. This was a mistake. I'm lucky to still be breathing after our ship hit rocks on the return voyage. Alright, very interesting ship location right over there. Keep that in mind. Now I have no choice but to pick myself up yet again and face the wild, untamed land outside the walls. I must carve out my own future or die trying. I mean, that is a very harsh thing to go through, especially if you're innocent and you just have to take on the bloodline debt from others. And imagine though, you have someone special in your family though, huh? That only wants to cause chaos. A rebel, one might say. Yeah, that's issues though, that's issues. You gotta disown them. Now, over here on the beach, you don't really find too many things though, right? I believe I already skipped something. Can I? No. Well, there ought to be clothing somewhere, right? We will find. There's another body right there, but oh well, let's just keep going. In our undies. Oh, there we go. Nice. So yeah, I'm totally rusty with this though, so it's going to be taking me a while to get into the flow again. But that's fun, right? That's fun. Now, I want to grab as many items as possible. And that means that we have to go everywhere and we'll become overburdened, but that's alright. We got a fishing hook right now. It's a nice little weapon. It's a spear. I do like longer weapons though, to be fair with you. I'm not sure how we do this again. There you go. Alright, there you go. There you go. Now, we're going to skip the little place over there for now. What do we have here? Nice. Now, the gap berries are rather decent, though, to make some very early money. Because we do need some. To the left is something else, but I don't want to be overburdened for this little fight here. Be careful, though. There are two hyenas. Oh, yeah. And the best way is to actually go sideways a little bit here. And be careful though with your stamina bar, of course, you can see that at the left bottom. And especially your health bar though, which is now very low for me. And there we go, we just survived it. Yeah, I always raw dog these though, but I recommend not to do so, it is more like an old school, I would say, ooh, that's bad though. Yep. An old school Dark Souls. It's like a hit or slap, hit, dodge. You know what I mean? It's like a little dance, one might say. Alright, let's waddle a little bit back. And then we are going to pick up the item that is here to the right by the river, where we did pick up the fishing hook too. And then we will see what we can do. Right over here, nice little pickaxe. Totally overburdened, but that is alright. We are going now to Yzan, and we are going to have a little conversation with him. By the way, I did play the part 2 beta test, and it was a beautiful game though, right? You know, it was a little bit clunky. It's good that the game is actually delayed, right? Because it did need a lot more tuning. The game was way more difficult than this one was. I think they are going to balance it out and everything, and fine-tune it a little bit here and there too. We are thirsty, which is alright though. Soon we will not be. But yeah, you know, there's a lot of things though that had to be done still. So I do respect the developers a lot that they are actually taking their time right now. It is so incredibly important. Alright, there's our friend over there. Let's just wait a second. Let's take a little bit of bread. He has an amazing sword, by the way. What? Yzan Argenson. Kurigo, you're alive. You must be freezing. Come, warm up by the fire before you freeze to death. Well, where are we, Yzan? The last thing I remember was our ship hitting a rock. We are not far from home. You can see the lighthouse from here, can't you? Eto made it out too. He's making his way home to Cierzo to get help. Eto made it out alive too. Thank Elat. Elat is the god here in this universe. He's a Kassite Kurigo. He was born on a ship. This probably isn't the first time he's had to survive a shipwreck. Well, I don't feel confident about that though, to be honest, right? You know, to have a shipwreck like that. If you're still feeling too injured from the shipwreck, go ahead and sleep in one of the bedrolls I laid out. And I'll keep watch for Eto and rescuers. Very nice of you though, very nice. I don't know about you though, but the game feels a lot more smooth than I remember. Alright. Beautiful sleep with the pickaxe. 1 hour is more than enough. And there we go. Now we are in our house though, and there is an issue. Because this deal went wrong and we still have a blood debt. Now our blood debt is even bigger. So we are going to lose our house unless we do something. Unconsciousness comes quickly, and you dream of being ensnared in something. With a yelp, you jump out of your bed. Relief floods you as you recognize where you are. You are back in your old bed at home, the lighthouse in Cierzo. Yzan must have brought you back to your family's lighthouse. Only your aching body tells you that the shipwreck you suffered was not a nightmare. Yeah, that's a rude awakening though, especially if we fall outside of our bed. Let's grab that. Oh, barely movable. Don't worry, we will make it though. We will make it. Our body is very much aching, huh? Alright, never ever forget to pick this up though. It's a primitive satchel. It's a rather good one. Especially for the first, I would say 10 minutes. And there we can walk again. Beautiful is life though, huh? Isn't it? Now in our house we have a lot of supplies that we really ought to take. The music is fantastic in this game, I have to say. It is so atmospheric. Got some cooking recipes. We got all of that, which is awesome. We got this one too, of course. Now, we kind of want to use the kitchen, and I'm not sure if I already can do it, though. But I believe this was a good recipe. I'm not 100% certain, though. Oh, there we go. The boiled gapberries? Nah, that's not it. We can make jam if we have enough of the gapberries, though. I believe 3 is needed. Food waste. Ah, well, we will have to do some research again. But man... look at that food though, huh? Very interesting. Alright, and here we are. Rise and shine, Trog spawn. You think you can nip off for 4 months and not pay what you owe the tribe? A blood price is sacred, Kurigo. You can't just shrug off that responsibility as long as you did. If I don't see the money from you by the time I count to 10, you'll regret you ever came home. I just woke up from a shipwreck. Have a heart, will ya? Yeah, you were on that ship too, weren't you? How many lives must your family be responsible for destroying before enough is enough? I lost my daughter on that voyage. Well, maybe you have to teach her how to swim. Well, that's a little bit rude though, isn't it? Let's not be emotional here. This doesn't change the fact that I have no money right now and can't pay you. Stop this right now. You're being unreasonable. Don't make this violence, indeed. If you can't make the payments you missed, we will seize your home. That ought to cover 4 months of ignoring your duty to the tribe. Either pay up or get out of our way. My house is only worth 4 months? That is bad. Enough of this. 12 people are dead. Stop this shameful behavior at once. This is a time for the tribe to come together and mourn our lost loved ones, not to demand payment from a survivor, says Risa Aberdeen. To threaten someone like this while the lost lives are still fresh is an insult to their memory. Kurigo is a victim of that shipwreck too. Under the laws of the Blue Chamber Collective, I have declared a period of mourning. You understand what that means, don't you? But Chamber Lady Aberdeen, Kurigo has clearly been, says the blonde man. I say that is enough. If you want to resume discussions with Kurigo after the mourning period, feel free. But until then, your concern should be for those whose lives were lost in the wreck. Oliel, see these people off, would you? Oliel is her daughter. You heard, mother. Away with you, or I will personally see to it that you get double shifts of guard duty this month. Leave Kurigo be. Thank you, Oliel. Thank you very much. Risa, I'm sorry that was the first thing you woke up to, Kurigo. Please forgive them. Many of them have lost family and are not thinking straight. I understand they are all very emotional. Very understandable too, to be very fair. I can't believe they want to seize my home. Can't you do something? If I could do more, I would. The most I can do for you is declare a mourning period and buy you a little time. If you do not pay off those 4 months of missed payments on your own, the tribe will have my head. For 5 days, no one in the tribe can ask for what you owe. That gives you 5 days to pay back all 150 silver coins. Either gather the money or earn a tribal favor, and they won't be able to touch you. 150 is not so difficult to gather, by the way, I'm just saying, but it can be very annoying. It's already raining, wow, this is random. Once you can make the payment, come see me up at the town hall on top of the hill. Please find a way to make it work, Kurigo. The last thing I want to do is take your lighthouse away, and we won't be homeless. I can't possibly accomplish that. I need more time. This blood price is unfair. You can't hold me responsible for things that are out of my control. Then I will have to head outside the walls. Indeed, number 3. That does seem like your most effective option. Dangerous as it is, I doubt you'd be able to gather that much in such a short time just by staying in Cierzo. Never forget, no one is an orphan in Cierzo. Do not hesitate to ask the rest of the tribe for survival advice. Though you owe us a blood price, we will still help you however we can. If you can do a great deed for someone in Cierzo, we will owe you a tribal favor, which I will accept as substitute for your payment. Once you're ready to leave Cierzo, speak with Burac, the gate warden. He will judge whether or not you are prepared to face the outside world. Remember, Kurigo, you only have 5 days to pay me the 150 silver or show me proof you have earned a tribal favor. May your ancestors watch over you. Very nice though, we are not going to talk to Oliel. Right now, what we are going to do is prepare for a great adventure and do something that will help you out big time. So what I would, and what I always do, is I first run off down here and sell the extra stuff that I have, because around this town there are a lot of items that we can pick up and just sell. Why? Because we are cleaning up for them though. They don't use it anymore, I suppose. I want to buy something. Well, technically, kind of want to sell something. So this is the player's buying on the left side, and the player is selling on the right side. Alright, so he has 1316, we have 27. We can change that a little bit. Now we are going to sell the fishing harpoon, but we do need that later on too. Wait a minute. That's the merchant stock. That's the other way around. Yeah, that's what is buying and that's what is selling. Yeah, I swappity do it around. All right, left side. There's what you're buying, because if you click there, then it pops there. And if you're selling, let's say this, it's going over there. Now, we are going to keep this for a little while, because the hides we want to keep right now, the 10 hides. Now, I'm going to keep this, because the cooking pot, I believe there's a recipe with it, if I remember something correctly, something silly. Well, we have 66 silver right now, and we could buy this one, which we definitely are going to buy. It's the Nomad Backpack. Very important, alright? Very important, because it lets you equip way more. Equip, there you go. And now this one is dropped. Very interesting, right? Take all of that. Beautiful. And just drop the other one. Pot right over there. Craft. And, oh, yeah, we do have a helmet, my boys. We do have a metal helmet. Isn't that awesome? Nice, the cauldron helmet. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? It's even cooking. Oh. Very mighty. Now, before we gather anything, let's go up here. Turn left. And left again, of course. And then over here we have 3 recipes. So right now, let's press Y and read all of these recipes. Because as you can see, we can now make makeshift letters of, well, you know, letter armor, hats and everything. So if we go back here, whatever we can make goes over here on the top side. And down we have missing ingredients. And for this, we do need more leather. And, well, guess what? We want to find more leather. Unless we get very lucky, though. And we might get very lucky. These guys, they can teach us some tricks. If we pay them, that is. Alright, let's start around here. What was that? Salt water, okay. Man, look at the steam coming from our helmet though, huh? It is good defense though, so keep it for now, I would say. Right over here for Roland. Oh, Kurigo, what brings you here? How's my brother doing? Well, Yzan is alive. That's more than most of the other people on our expedition can say. Yeah, shame about the shipwreck. Accidents like this happen all the time. Not if the lighthouse is lit. Who was on duty? Well, the base is pretty dangerous. If it keeps the pirates away, then I guess it's dangerous to our ships too. Now, let's go for number 1. Not a clue. I'm not the one organizing things around here. Wasn't me though, that's for sure. So, shouldn't you be helping your brother salvage the wreck? I don't think he wants my help. He's always said that I am stupid and clumsy. I probably just get in the way. This is the worst day I've had in forever. Alright, big boys, stay cool though. Keep his words in mind. And we're just going to scoop around here. Collecting everything that we do see. Like this over here. And sometimes we do get a little bit lucky. Sometimes we do not get a little bit lucky. Now we do not have this anymore, right? Yep, we do need a fishing harpoon. We sold it. But don't worry though. Don't fret, there is one close by. We take this one too. This is Yzan over here. Kurigo, I wish I could greet you with a smile, but, well, we both know that won't happen. Alad's breath, what a disaster. Farewell, my friend. We are going to have a conversation with him later on. Now, we do need a water bottle, because that's very important in this game. We want to drink clean water, and we want to collect clean water. There you go. Now, this is a fishing rod on the end of the pier, or harpoon actually. And what we want from these fishes is, of course, well, fish, but also blue sand. Seaweed is a decent catch too, because we can make something with that, but we gotta check how we make that again. Azure shrimp is alright. And what do we have over here? Ah, we did not get lucky though so far. What a shame, what a shame, what a shame. There's nothing around here. Alright. Ah, that just means one thing though. We are going to walk around a whole lot more to collect a whole lot more. Like this one over here. A little hatchet. Let's make a little bit of room here too. Alright, we are now just around the corner. And as you can see, there's some potteries here. Oh, look at that. A trader carp. That's actually pretty good though. The pouch bonus is 8. I always do... Well, always. I only have 100 hours in this game, right? You know, but whenever I go for an hunting build, I wear on traders... a backpack. No, not backpack. Trader sets. Yeah, armor set, that is. By the way, we do have to put this one out or it burns up. As you can see, it was already attached to a backpack. I didn't realize. But yeah, you know, the hunter stuff is really, really good. It gives you movement speed later on too, and extra satchels for your backpack. So you can actually, well, your clothing, not your backpack. Man, I'm all over the place, ain't I? So, in other words, I will show you. You have a backpack over here, but you also do have pockets. And as you can see, we have 8 more. Instead of 10, we have 18. Now, if you run around as a hunter, you want to drop your backpack, right? You know, you want to roll and dodge and everything because you are not very armor-like. So, your roll is way quicker without a backpack. So, you can carry all your healing items and your arrows in your pockets, right? And that's why the trader outfit I do adore so, as a hunter. Or an archer. Now we are going all the way up. We are going to collect. Now this is technically a perfect start though. Let's go into the town hall. This is actually a perfect start that gives you the most money, the most options. Your RNG might be a little bit luckier than mine right now. So if you do all of this though, you have a very, very good start. And oh, bright nobleman attire. Stamina cost minus 10%. This is very, very, very good though. This is an absolute amazing armor set already. Well, the top, look at that. As you can see, we got here 3, 6, and 8. Well, 8 for pouches, so we got only an 8, 3, and 6 resistance. And this one has a 3, 4, and 14. But this one is perfect for hot weather. You kind of want to store that though for later on, if we are going to, let's say, hotter climates. But I'm going to sell it. Alright, bro shop. There we go. And we want to sell everything that we really, really don't care for. Like that. We're going to sell that. Teas, jams, beef jerkies, the little insect, and even the seaweed right now. Why though? Why, you might say, right? Well, it's very simple, because we do want money and we do want to have a big axe. Where is the big axe? Oh yeah, it's this one. I thought it was an halberd cleaver though, but this is the great iron great axe. Let's go buy that. What we also want to do is buy tripwire traps. And we want to kind of buy that, but we can use spiked irons, but we are not going to do either, because we can collect wood. Oh yeah, I know, magical. We want to keep the pickaxe with us at all costs, by the way. There we go, nice. Now if we go to a tree, we can collect wood. And we can collect wood. And we can collect wood. And we can collect wood. Let's do this a couple of times though, until we have around 19 or something. Then we go to crafting. And if we put wood in here, I forgot how many. Campfire. We do get, okay, 4. Then we do get spikes. And in combination with the tripwire, I'm a very happy man. Now if we press I for inventory, and we go to, where was it again? Right over here. As you can see, this strange symbol with 1, 2, 3, and 4. We can actually set things up. Now 1 is actually a decent item attack though. We will get another one in a second, so keep that in mind. Let's talk to Burac over here. I like to talk. I'm going outside. Well, you've got the essentials at least. Here, I'll teach you a skill. Mastering these is the key to survival out of the wild. Want me to teach you one for the weapon you're currently holding? Yes, please. There you go. Mastering skills like this one is the key to survival out in the wild. You should look for trainers whenever you visit a new town. D. Usually grouped near the training equipment. Others need to be sought out. Very important. Alright, I'll let you go outside the town walls. Use the gates whenever you want to head out. Stay safe out there. Yes, sir. Very well. Alright, so we do have to do a couple more things, but this is very important right now, right? You know, we are going to go here, and one of these buttons, they will also be for, let's say, healing. I will put this one right over here, let's say R, and then I have a quick slot for bandits, so I do heal up. Kick is actually pretty decent though, to keep right there. So let's keep escape, and I would say Q will be skill. And then we have this over here. The execution requires a two-handed axe, high damage and impact strike that deals twice its damage against knockdown foes. Very nice though. But that means that we have to knock them down first. Now we can also throw a lantern and stuff like that. It will be very useful later on, but right now we don't care. And that's about it. Yeah? Let's go, let's go. Oh, before we actually go, we have to buy something very important. And we can do that by the salesman where we did actually buy our backpack. Right now we have the money after all to do some buying. Some shopping. And we want to buy some bandages. Let's see. We got 19. These cost 3. Of 90 we do get maybe 12. Yeah, 36. I think that's a good deal though right now. And we cannot afford a gold ingot. Now if we had 100 gold left, buy the gold ingot. Because if you die, your money doesn't get stolen by bandits and others. But you keep the gold ingot in your pocket. Unless they patched it up, but I don't think they have. So, you know, that is my way to do it. Very nice. As you can see, we are rather slow, so we gotta be very careful. Now, the button hates... Or was it something else? Oh, yeah, B. B is dropping your backpack, and now you can roll. So, in combat, drop it. Now, I don't think you will see me do that often, though, because I always forget for some reason. And over here, enter Cierzo storage. Alright, right over here we do have some more supplies that we can carry and sell later on. It is of course very, very lovely. Now we can have an improvised bedroll over here, but we already have one right there and another one right there. So we can just drop one of them. Get the food. Then we have over here the cooking gap berries jam. Very lovely though. I believe we already unlocked it. Gapberry jam recipe is learned. Okay, there you go. Right over here we have all of this, arrows and more flint and steel. It's a little bit dark now, isn't it? Now, how we do this though? What we could do right now is press Y, go back to this, set it on 5, put right over here one of these, and number 5. There you go. And we should put number 5 actually in our, well, attached to, move to back, assign quick slot, put out, unequip. Okay, so this one is the wrong one apparently, because if we put this one on, light, it is directly at our backpack. Isn't that a wonderful thing though, huh? Alright, let's press 5 again. Okay, 5 doesn't really work. Man, we gotta figure that out though. And here we are. We don't have to take this one, but I will. And we gotta be very, very careful though around here, because there are some monsters ahead of us. There is one. And there are 2 of them in total, so we gotta be careful, alright? Oh, yeah, to the left is already one moving too. Good that we did see. Let's go mine this iron, because we do need it later on. Now, if you want though, you can actually take them out with your traps. But I do like to take this one normally out. They are aware of our existence. I don't want to fight them at the same time, because that's just a little bit reckless though of us. And it seems like we have no other choice. Come on, we can actually hack through them. There you go. We just outpower them very, very lovely though. Troglodytes, you are down. But yeah, this game is absolutely difficult though, right? You know, in the combat. But once you do get it, you get it. You know what I mean? It is just a dance, one might say. Mushrooms. Let's go down here. This is a warning of no return, so just ignore it. Just go, no return. And let's get out. As you can see, it's beautiful daylight. But this beat is going to be very, very important for you and me, because we are going to collect certain things here too. And it's not just little waters and everything, you know, like products like seaweed or fish. It is also going to be a very special type of, well, iron. It's blue. And from that blue iron, yeah, it's so silly to say though, right? You know, because it's just laying in the sand and you can see it glow at night. You actually can make a very sturdy armor. And it's not a bad looking set either. So right over here too, there is someone that is in trouble. Be careful of that shrimp over there, man. It's powerful. It really will wreck you. I can't move. A pistol shrimp got me. I think it tore a hole in my gut. Help, please, before it comes back. I don't have anything that can help. I look for something. Hang on. No, we do have a bandage, so hold on. I have a bandage. A bandage always helps with a hole in your gut, right? I can feel it's working. Thank Allah, I'm not going to die here. Oh, it's you, Krigo. Thank you a million times. Thank you. I seriously owe you one. I'll talk to Aunt Risa and make sure you get a full tribal favor for this. Well, this is all you get out of your debt. Isn't that awesome though, right? Very simple to get out of debt though. Just do what I did and you will have a great time. Oh, I don't think I'm fit to run back home just yet. I'll go find a safe place to let that medicine do its thing. Then go home the second I'm able. You do that, my boy. You do that. Let's make a little picture over here. Very lovely though, huh? Two buddies. And, well, you know, like, that is the perfect start to get the tribal favor. What we can do right now is just run and sprint home and do a little thing. Or we can be a little bit of a smarty pants and do some farming around here. We will definitely do some farming around here, but we will do so in the next episode. This is the perfect start that you can have right now. So do it. Have fun with it though, right? Because you will have a great time. Right now, before we actually move anything, right, you know, assign to quick slot, this is a different way, and that is how we can do it. We do need more of those though, right? Because as you can see, I'm going to set up some traps. But I'm not sure if I have to kill that pistol shrimp. So we are not going to do this one right now. So yeah, it's going to be a great journey though. I'm loving this game. It is so unique. The music is so good. You little bastard. You wanted to actually attack me from behind. Kill these as much as you can, by the way, because they can drop something very cool. I'm not going to say what it is though. Some of you might know, but kill them as much as possible and it drops something very, very cool. See you in the next episode. Stay happy, stay healthy, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for tuning in and be part of this journey, alright? You know, leave a like, leave a comment, share your opinions or what you went through, for what it reminds you of, right? You know, because if you have played this game, I'm sure you have tons of good memories. See you later. Bye-bye.